Man, what a great show today. I'm so excited I get to use cranberries. I want to show you a beautiful dish. This is pork tenderloin with Clementine Cranberry sauce. Man, we're going to do a great little marinade, dry and then wet rub for the pork. It's going to be good. We are doing a cool rice to go with it. Guys, it's going to be so good. I cannot wait. Come on in. Let's get busy. This is cooking today. All right, welcome into the show. Man, thanks for being with me today. We're doing pork tenderloin, one of my favorite proteins. I love working with the pork tenderloin. It is so versatile. You can do so many things to it. Smoke it, sear it, wrap it in bacon. You could stuff it. I mean, just totally versatile protein you can do a lot of things with. And we're gonna make it seasonal to right now. So first thing we're gonna do is make a quick dry rub / marinade. We're gonna take a bunch of dry herbs and then add a bunch of liquid to it. So it's just a few tablespoons of chili powder. So, and I mean a few, 2, okay? I also want you to use 2 tablespoons of paprika. Okay, and I'm just, you know, I'm kind of just winging it. I definitely want you to measure when you're doing something like this. I'm going to use 1 or half a part of granulated garlic, so 1 tablespoon. I have Italian seasoning, so we add a little bit of herbs to it. And the dry herbs are special. I mean, they pack a lot of punch, and so you really want to be careful when you're using the dry herbs. And we'll use a real mild one here. We'll use parsley here. And I got to get this opened up. Thank you, Tones, for providing me with some good stuff. So brand new parsley we'll open up. And we'll put 1 part of dried parsley. So about 1 tablespoon. And I'm always going to season anything I do like this with salt and pepper. So make sure you love on it with black pepper. Get a good amount in there. I mean, really, I'd like to see the top of all the rest of the spices here have a good coating of black pepper. And then with the salt, it's the same thing. You just want to make sure you get a good coating in there. You're not going to get, you know, 2 tablespoons, especially with the grinder, but you want to make sure you love on it. And the reason that we can do that is because we're going to season the pork as well before we ever get it into here. So it will be all right. We're going to take some balsamic vinegar and just add some liquid to our dry here. And I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons, just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of oil, about a tablespoon, just regular corn oil. And then, man, I'm just going to start to mix this up. This is a lot of herbs, okay? So a lot of pasty looking herbs, really bright dark red, really thick too because I added so little liquid. But it's going to give us a good coating for that pork. Just like that. And that balsamic smells so good. We're going to add a little bit of lemon juice and just right at the end, right before we get the pork in there. We're going to get our pork open, our beautiful Tyson product, pork tenderloin. They come packaged 2 loin to a bag. So in that bag, there are 2 loins. We're going to save the other one for something special later, okay? We'll just take it right out of the package. You want to start to clean it up, and a paring knife works perfectly. Just get all that fat off of there. Then it has like this membrane on it and the silver skin. Start right about the middle of the loin and get that membrane up there. And you can just start to ease your knife down through there. Once I get to a certain point, I'll start the shave process. So I'll hold on to the tail real good and just start to shave that silver skin down to where I get it out of there. Just like that. It's tough. It's not something you really want to eat. We just want it gone. Just like that. Check it out. Then we'll have this loin all cleaned up and ready to go. I'm going to make myself some nice little steaks for each plate. Put them in the marinade, just like that. Cut it in half, see about that size, a nice little steak. Get it right and marinate. Just like that. What I'll do now, take my lemon. I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice right over the top as I mix it up really, really good. Perfect. Really, really coat it real good. Really good flavor we're going to have out of this. Now, once we get ourselves turned on here, we get our stove turned on, get our burner up to high, we'll be ready to rock with this. We're gonna get it all seared up. I'll have the oven all set at 350 degrees. Once I get a good sear going on these in this iron skillet, we'll slide that baby into the oven, man. We're gonna let them cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. We're gonna check their temperature in plenty of time. We just don't want them to overcook. So we're gonna make a nice rice to go with this dish. We're gonna make a nice sauce to go with it as well. You guys stick around with me. When we come back, we're gonna show you how cool this dish is cooking today. Stay right there. Okay, everybody, welcome back. And our pork looks beautiful. See that nice crust I got on that? Man, the balsamic does that. That chili powder does that as well. Really helpful to you. Once you got a good smoke roll in the room, we're gonna set it in that oven. Just let them go. I mean, about 10 or 12 minutes or so. And those guys are going to be great. We're going to check the temp. We do not want to overcook them. I mean, a little bit of undercooked with the pork is beautiful. Gives you a nice juicy product that you can work with. Really think you're going to love it. We're going to move on. We're going to make some rice to go along with our pork. Then we're going to make our sauce after a bit. But we're going to make our rice. We're going to start with nice bell pepper here. And we'll just use a little portion of it. We got a nice orange one, and we're going to use just 2 lobes off of that. Okay, so we want to save those out. And I'm going to start with my bacon. So I'm going to dice up a little bacon here. Just some nice Wright brand bacon, good product by Tyson. They do a good job with it. Best bacon around. Just get it cut up. And I put the non-stick skillet on as soon as the pan for the pork came off. So it's warming up, and we'll just want to get our bacon going. We want to let some of the fat start to reduce out of there. Just get our rendering going on with the bacon. And I'm going to go ahead and dice up these peppers. Just get you a nice strip. Go right back across them. If you'll do 4 or so at a time, even the whole segments. Take the whole segment and just julienne it up. Come back right across it and dice it up. Now basically what we're doing is a stovetop rice. That's it. Really simple. Get a good dice on these. Gonna add a lot of flavor to the rice. And we're making rice with stuff in it. It's one of my favorite things. Okay, I'm going to get this lobe diced up and grab a rubber spatula because I need to move my bacon. It smells so good, man. Oh, such good flavor. I'm telling you, I would wear bacon-flavored perfume if they would let me. I mean, this scent right here, you want it on you. I love that. Isn't that great? Perfuming. Awesome. We're gonna let that keep going. Get a good stir on it. Keep your eye on it. We'll turn it down just a hair, just so it won't go so fast. Just finish up our peppers. And I'm gonna get those guys right in the mix. As soon as I'm done with this last little bit here, all of this is going right in there right now. We're gonna let all the juices, all the liquids start coming out of those peppers. Blend that flavor with that bacon. Really good. Yes, indeed. It's nice color. Be a real good addition. Okay, and I need an onion. We're gonna add some onion to that too. We'll take one small onion, just clean it up, and we can quickly get some onion diced up to go into this dish, just like that. Let our onion go in there. We're going to use the whole thing on this guy. It's such a small onion. We're going to use all of it. There we go. Get that moving as well. Now once all this starts to get cooked, gets that translucent look going to those vegetables, and the peppers will go first because we got them in there first, but they'll start to get a good look to them. Really get some good season. So black pepper, good old salt, right in there with those veggies. We'll add 1 cup of rice right over the top. And we're going to pretty much treat this like we would if we were making a risotto, something like that. So I'm going to brown this rice off as best I can right here with all these veggies, all that flavor. Salt the pepper. Man, if you wanted to add some, crushed red pepper flake to give it a little bit of zip, you could do that. We could add, man, even a little sambal at this point would be really good. I like the color. I like the look of it. Once we get our rice really going, just get it mixed in, get those flavors going. Let the rice start to pop. We're going to start adding our liquid. We have 3 cups. It was 1 cup of rice. We're going to have 3 cups of liquid. Add a little bit at a time. Let it come up to temperature. And keep adding our liquid as it goes away out of the pan here. Guys, when we come back, we're going to make Clementine Cranberry sauce. Oh, it's going to be heavenly. It's going to go great with our pork and our rice. Stick around. This is cooking today. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Man, our last of our liquid is going to our rice here, and it's looking so good. It smells so good. The bacon is so prevalent in there. That smoky flavor is so good. We really love that. I'm telling you, we really love the bacon flavor. Okay, and I have another pan that's going here. I'm about to pull my pork out just a second. I have another pan going. We're going to make our cranberry sauce. Does not take you very long to do this at all. You just need a hot pan, and we'll start with some good butter. Okay, and that pan is pretty warm. You see that butter is browning off already, and that is what we're after. That's why my pan's so hot. I'll lift it up so it doesn't scorch or anything, but I want an instant brown butter to work with. Okay, and that is good right there. I'm going to quickly take 2 cloves of garlic and get them crushed. I want to get them right into that pan. Doesn't have to be a big job, just a rough chop on that while before that butter even finishes melting. Take the same thing to this shallot, same concept. We want a rough chop. So just be quick about it and get it right into that pan. Do the other half as well. Okay. Now the butter is just about there. It's right at the finishing point. And I'm going to take my clementines. I want to make sure I get these guys peeled, because they got to go in there too. Right into that butter. Just segment them. Doesn't take long. It's a clementine. I mean, it's real quick. We'll do one more of those guys. Get it right in there. We have 4 pieces of pork. We got to feed 4 folks. Super simple. Right into that butter. Just get it moving. Now I'm going to take about a cup cranberries and add right into there. Wow, and let the butter do the work. Okay, I'm going to let the butter be the soaker of the cranberries, be the thing that pop them open, get the juices going in the cranberries. We're going to let that butter do the job. We need a little bit of rosemary because we want to be able to finish up our dish and get it plated. So I'm going to take a little bit of fresh rosemary, get it chopped up. You can hear the cranberries starting to pop open. You can smell the beautiful orange flavor, that clementine flavor we're getting. Very, very seasonal. I'm telling you, I think your family's going to love it. A little bit of fresh rosemary. We want that right in on top. Look at that. See how those clementines have a nice brown caramelized look going on them? Oh my goodness, this is going to be so good. I'm going to take just a little bit of lemon Bacardi. Just a little bit. We want a nice citrus rum, and we're going to add about a half a cup right to it. That's going to finish off our cranberries. That's going to get those guys opened up and really popping. Release all that good cranberry flavor throughout the sauce. And our rice is done. Just make sure you adhere to the directions on the packages of rice, on the cups of water versus how much rice you're going to do. And you'll end up with perfect rice every time. We just added a bunch of stuff to it, man. That's all we did. So I'm going to get rid of this guy. I'm going to replace it with this one. Okay, just like this. Okay, and I'm going to grab this and get it gone. The next thing I want to do is get my pork out of the oven. They're done. Look at how beautiful those guys turned out. Man, you can see it all coming together right here. So, nice plate. Good presentation, okay? I'm going to take the rice and let me grab a spoon with which to serve that. That pan's hot, so we'll go right over here to our plate with a nice portion of rice. Get it right on there. You see how it's got a little liquid to it? Nothing wrong with that. Nice serving. Next, I'll take a nice piece of pork, still juicy. You want to let it rest as long as you can. Just get it cut. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, just like that. Right onto that. Look at that. Okay, and we'll come right back with our sauce. Go right over the top. Look at how beautiful this dish is, you guys. Take you a nice sprig of rosemary, put it right on top. This is pork tenderloin with cranberry sauce, clementines, beautiful Chef Brooks rice. This is cooking today, made with love. Mm-mm-mm.